Yay, now we're cooking with gas. So hello, everybody, to Team Visionaries Wednesday night training. And I'm Sherry Denny, your host tonight. I wonder if I should throw a co-host in here just in case you guys see people coming in and you know what? We don't need to. I don't have a waiting room. So we're all good. So anyway, thank you so much for coming here tonight. And it's going to be, I hope it's not going to be too long because there is a lot of recognition. As you know, I wasn't able to get a whole bunch of that done while a lot of us were over in Dubai. And I caught up with it and tried to catch up with more of it even today. Thank you so much, Karen Lancaster, for calling me on a couple of them. And so let's get going. So there's a few really cool things that happened this past month. And I'm sure some of you have some wins and brags to talk about. So if there's anybody, I want to hear your wins and brags, and let me know if there's anybody that has gone 2-star, that means one on your left and one on your right for the very first time since you joined with APL Go. That's always a fun thing to know about because that qualifies you for all 11 ways that we get paid. I want to know about that. And if you've personally sponsored somebody that was, it seems like it's a one-hit wonder. Never that way. If you, even if it doesn't have to do with APL Go, but it's just something spectacular that you did, we want to know what your wins and brags are. Maybe you got somebody to brag about on your team. Does anybody have anything like that they want to share right now? You can unmute yourself.
I made a video.
Oh, I actually sent you a message back on that. Is it regarding APL Go or what?
Yeah.
Okay, and let me see. I think you want to. How long is it? Do you know?
Oh, it's not very long because the sound didn't record, so I can just show part of it.
Oh, okay. So let's just see what Clee's been up to because he's an animator. And is that maybe what we? So if you Clee, let me do this. Can you share your?
It's on my other computer, so I have to re-log in. So.
Oh, that might be a little difficult to show on here then. So maybe we can set that up for next time.
Yeah, when I get the sound working.
Okay, great. So is this the video that you made that you're it's like a game and you're walking through it and you're walking through the products?
Yeah, it's the gallery that I made with all the products.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm sure we're gonna want to see that soon. So when you get that finished, let us all know about it.
All
right, thank you so much. And like I said before, Clee came on, we were doing calls, and these things are always fun to be able to get on and do 3-way calls, and you never know what you're going to pull up, right, Clee? You never know what's going to happen. You don't know if what their interest level is, and sometimes you get a little surprise, and then sometimes you get a really nice surprise, and that's what I hope for everybody, to be able to get something like that. Anybody else have anything they want to share? I know Stuart's been busy like crazy. In fact, all of you have. And if not, I want to go ahead and share the next screen because these are the top enrollers for the month of November. And looky there, Michelle. I know. You're like, wait a minute, what? So, and I don't know why this wasn't on Tina's top enrollers for the month of November, because when I pull up mine, you're right there at the top. So it doesn't matter. You're part of Team Visionaries, and she does know it now, but Michelle Shower sponsored 7 people in the month of November. Karen Lancaster with 4, Atlantis International Marketing with 4, Lisa Salter with 2, Carrie Braun with 2. Look at all these people that came in, you guys. Jerry Fox with RG Enterprises, 2. Stuart Baxter, 2 more. and Stephen Schradel with 2, and Kathy Lucan, woo, that brought in 1. So this is exciting because this is what creates momentum, and it always makes things fun. Can make it challenging to start with, but it makes it fun because you all finally realize what it takes to get this done and things that need to be done. And you're all doing a fantastic job. I got to tell you, if it wasn't for all of you here and, the people that we have on the team, things just don't happen without you. So I'm just glad you're here. Somebody, and I wish she was on here tonight, Lisa Salter sponsored a gal named Patty Adams. And I went ahead and got permission from her to be able to use her testimonial. And if you guys haven't heard it, I know it's a little scratchy. She was kind of far away from her microphone when she was talking, but I had to capture what I could when I had her on video because they just learned literally how to use the Zoom. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and take this. Let's see if I can find the chat here. I'm going to go ahead and put this link in the chat, and that right there is her. I'm not going to play it here because it's 15 minutes long, but I just put her link in the chat, and you guys can take that and listen to it later if you want. You can take that and copy and paste it and put it into an email, and you can send that out to people. But it was really, really good about her literally only taking a BRN, and she added ICE and MLS to it. But it's been 2 weeks now, and within I don't remember if it was 15 minutes or the rest of the day, but she was able to see the floor that she hasn't been able to see in quite a long time because her vision is so blurry. You just got to listen to that video, and she's just getting better and better. It was nice to have her and her husband on there, and you can see toward the end of the video, it got rather emotional because I could tell he was about ready to cry. And those are, when you have testimonials like that are so heartfelt and, literally coming from the person that it happened to, those are incredibly powerful. So thank you so much for doing that, Patty. And I know you're not here now, but we're going to, you'll get the recording of this. Hey, I'm so glad to see you here, Randy. Welcome. And so let's move along because we've got a lot here to show tonight. And I caught up in all the November recognition, and there were enrollments and upgrades like we have never seen before. So let's start out with our status upgrades or people that came in. In fact, they might be on here. A couple of them are on here 2 or 3 times because they went from promoter, some of them all the way up to diamond in the month of November. So these are the names: Vicki Hughes, Kelly Wilson, Connie Jenkins, Lisa Robles, Diana Schradel, Rebecca Call, Linda Hewitt, and Laura Lucan, that all came in the month of November as promoters. And then as associates, we've got Thomas Braun, Jordan Schradel, Joeen Lisoon, Rhonda Braun, Kathleen Thompson, Karen Tucson, I think I said that right, Tucson, Jeffrey Thompson, and the next status up is builders. And look at this, you guys: Becky Bateman, woo! Lanice Kim, Linda Pyra, I did say that right, Dennis Hale, Donna Bassett, Dina Elliott, and boy, I remember doing a lot of these and know who the sponsors are here. You get shout out for Karen and Jerry and everybody else out there. Joan Farnsworth and Lindsay Short, my daughter-in-law, also upgraded to builder. It's interesting what having the skincare does, and when it's on sale and people just buy that and they wind up ranking up. That's what happened there. And then Our mentor leader positions, look at how many people are here this time, you guys. And I know we're already going to outdo this in the month of December. So Judy Hardy, Nancy Jensen, Aaron Emmons, congratulations. Lynette Kirkland, Becky Bateman, there we are again. Julianne Baird, Colleen McGeorge, Jacqueline Baker, Linda Pyra again, and Alaska Farm Tours, woo, Christie's business there. And one guy came in or upgraded to VIP. There you go, Tom Emmons. And look at all the diamonds, you guys. This was so exciting. I know a lot of them came in at the very beginning of the month. Do you notice the date on that? I did that on purpose. 11/11. That was when we had the great big promo, and people were just jumping on, upgrading to or coming in as diamond. And it's Ray, and there's Patty's husband, Ray Adams, Kathy Sampson, Stuart Baxter, woo, Wendy McCormick, the Healing Herb, and Atlantis International Marketing LLC, Sydney McKinney, Susan Cox, and Teresa Walker. And I got to tell you, that was one heck of an exciting month. A lot of people did some major things. And just so that you can remember, maybe you could take a screenshot of this. These are a quick reference to what it takes in order for you to get a go kit and do upgrades or enrollments that will help you get to that pay rank that you want to be at. The status is one thing, the pay rank is the other. Now, the status is what people come in as, okay? That's at the $100 level all the way up to $3,000 right here. And then the rank is what you actually get paid as. Now, I do know that when you come in as a diamond, yes, you are a managing director, you get that rank, but it's not paid as. So you want to be able to get these volumes, 250 PV in your lesser leg. It could be your left, it could be your right, but in your lesser leg. And people that have maybe 3, 4, 5 legs open, it still needs to be 250 in whatever your lesser leg is. And they just go up from there. 500 PV in your lesser leg for senior manager, 1,250 for director. And there's people that hit that and got swag in this last month. I'm going to be showing that in just a minute. And then senior director, 2,500, managing director, 5,000 PV, and corporate director, 12,500, 50,000 for national director. And I know we've got some people that are headed really close to corporate director, which is so exciting because it's always fun to have a few more corporate directors. Do you guys know that there's only about 18 corporate directors that are active, that are in the corporate director chat? But there's only 18 in however many there is in the United States in Team Go Extreme, how many people there are. So there's plenty of room. It's not that hard to achieve. And I want to see some more of you there. So here's the people that are making that happen. Not that you're all not, you're all working on it. But Lisa Salter made senior manager in the month of November. And Atlantis International Marketing also did the same thing, senior manager. Woohoo! And I know he's got some really amazing things in store for December. And then Michelle Shower, of course, senior manager for the month of November. And they're still working on, we all start over at every single month. You start working at a manager and working your way up. And they're working on that now. But get this, you guys, senior director, Teresa Walker, and right there is a swag recipient, and she's gotten her email. And managing director, Jerry Fox, I'm so proud of you. And here's what's really cool. When you reach managing director, or any of these, it's not you that does that by yourself. Sure, you're out there doing the do, but it's a whole team effort that really makes all of this come together. And those are the exciting things that we all like to see happen here, is everybody helping everybody else. So with that said, I'm going to take a real quick drink of water. Does anybody want to come on and talk about their, you know, their journey that they've been doing? If you're on here, you're more than happy to have you unmute and talk about how you got where you are. If Michelle wants to say something, or Jerry or Karen, I'd love to hear you. You're not unmuting, so what are you, scared? Are you scared? I thought you'd give me a minute there to take a drink of water. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on. This is the next thing that you guys know that we're doing is trying to qualify for the 2024 cruise. And there are some options put into this. I know step 1 is still available. That goes for active personal overactivity from November 1 to January 15th. And step 1, option 2, I should be crossing this one out because we've already done that. And there's some people that have achieved that. I'll show you that in just a second. And then November 1 through March 31, there's these 2 steps. I'm sorry, step 2, and how you actually earn the points. And then while you're doing this, come January 16th through March 31st, there's step number 3 to do the 1000 PV in extra volume, and 100 of that needs to be at least coming from a customer. And then there's 2 added options on here. You don't have to do these, but step 4, you can earn an airline voucher by achieving 3 new directors from December 1 to April 30th. So that's this month till almost, well, it is the end of April. And it's March. Wow, that's April 30th. Because this ends on March 31. They're giving you an extra month to earn an airline voucher. And that might be for people that have actually obviously won the cruise, and it's going to give them an extra 30 days to do that. And the other one is an optional hotel, step 5, a hotel voucher for either before or when you get to the destination that you'll have a hotel. You can come a day early or stay a day later. So those are always fun to have as well. Man, I'll tell you what, I wish I would have had that, because I would have come in definitely a day earlier and gotten a few more things done in Dubai before I stepped on that ship. So anyway, here are the people that have already qualified for part option 2, part 1, option 2 of that section where you get the 600 PV, and I think it was 50 of that had to be from customers. So there's quite a few people that have already qualified for a section of this. And I got to tell you, I'd like to certainly see a lot more of you on there. I know Michelle Showered, you see your name in there. I'm so glad to see that, because I'd love to see all of you, because I know we're going to have a heck of a time with some more team members on this cruise next year. I've heard somebody knows where it is. I think that's Carmen, and she is not letting it out where it is. And I'm going to see if I can get that out of here, because you know, we Americans, you know how we are. We like to plan way ahead. And we certainly would like to know where that ship is going. And not only that, I think it helps us decide what it is that we're going to do and how many members we're going to bring with us. Okay, so with that being said, let me see if I can get my cursor back here. There we go. As of, let me see, I think that was Sunday, last Sunday, the 10th, until tomorrow at midnight Eastern time, enroll a diamond, anybody with a diamond pack associate, and you as the sponsor will get an APL or a beauty vest. Now, this is really cool. I didn't realize that I've got the APL beauty vest. I didn't realize that the black one just said APL Go on it. And I'd love to have that one. So I'm doing the best that I can to get somebody sponsored on as, so I can get that APL black vest as well. But you guys, it's up for grabs. So, and you get 5 free boxes of PFT if you do that as well. Okay, so the next thing, and it started this morning, it wasn't like 20 minutes ago, it was literally active this morning. Now you can get your buy 2 HRT and get 2 for free. And it, you know, everyone knows, I guess we call it a debacle, but the Black Friday and Cyber Monday being connected together, getting smashed together because of an IT issue, we decided to make sure that the HRT was not turned on until after the last promo was over last night. So whew, that made it a lot easier. So anyway, that is active right now. And the other thing that we have going, and this is going to be really cool. I don't know if a lot of you weren't with us in September, or maybe you just got started, and maybe you even got started because of it. But we did an event that was a recruitathon in September, and it brought a ton of people in. We're going to do the same thing in December 27th. Yes, after, thank goodness, after Christmas and not before. And what we're going to do is there's going to be quite a few of us that are coming on, and I know we're asking for people that are familiar with doing Facebook Live and being able to turn that on just like that. They've got to be familiar with this to be able to speak on this and talk about, you know, for 2 to 3 minutes, what they like best about APL Go, you know, why they're here, what brought them here, and why they're so excited about having more people join with us. That's what a recruitathon is all about. You can also talk about a product testimonial, but we're trying to keep them really, really short this time so that we can get a lot more people in there. And I think it's going to be going for an hour and a half. And of course, it's going to be on Facebook Live, so people can pop into it. You know, once we get it started, it'll be up on that Facebook page for, I believe, 48 hours. So people can go back in there and listen to all these testimonials. And it's fun because there's some really great ones on there. In fact, all of them last time were really, really good. And I think that's what helps people realize or gets them a little bit closer to their decision-making of joining us with APL Go. And that's another thing that Tina did yesterday that I absolutely loved. And Karen, thank you so much for that text last night. I sent that off to Tina because we love getting text messages. That was the best overview I've seen in a while. And it's because she switched it up a little bit. When we were on our corporate director call yesterday, every now and then we go in and we listen to other companies' overviews, just, you know, see what they're doing, not for anything else, but just to see what it is that they're doing. And she ran into one that they ask people that are already on, you know, on the call or come in as a guest and just talk about why you are there, what brought you into APL Go to start with. And other people want to hear that. I mean, let's admit it. Who wants to listen to an hour of a product overview? Who? Raise your hand on that one. It just needs to be spiced up a little bit. So that was really cool that she did it like that. And then Dr. Chris was there as well to be able to talk about some things that he likes about HRT. So that's what we're going to be doing when we do the recruitathon on the 27th. So if you or anybody that you know on the team here wants to do that, would you please just private message me, send me a text message, and I'll run you through. If you haven't done it before, we'll try it a couple times. And we do have a rehearsal for this. So you can go on and, you know, tell other people what you like so much about being here. And that is, let me see, there's the link for that. Let me see, there's going to be, let me see if I can throw this on the chat as well. Yep, you're right, Randy. Thank you. Stories sell, facts tell, and nobody wants to know a bunch of facts. So there is the Facebook page link that's going to be happening on, and you can invite people there. I don't know if it's open to invite people to yet. I don't see why it would be, but there's going to be a different page for us to use to practice on. So if you want to do that, private message me on a text or something, and we'll get you prepared for that. So let me see if there was anything else. Oh, by the way, that recruitathon, that's where you want to get people involved, because that's going to help you get your points for you to qualify for the cruise. And again, we brought a ton of people in September, so don't think it won't happen for you. Just invite them in there. And well, here, let me put it this way. We don't want to make decisions for anybody else, right? We want to allow them to make their own decisions. So don't be afraid to put them in there and have them see what we're doing. So, oh, and we have our corporate director retreat that is happening. We're not quite sure yet, April or May. I'm hoping that they do it somewhere around the Michael Burnoff thing that we have in April, I believe. That would make sense because a lot of people fly into Scottsdale at the time. But then again, our corporate director retreat might be something in the Poconos, or it might wind up being something in San Diego, or maybe Cancun. Who knows? Or Puerto Vallarta. We don't know. But one of these people on here could be you, okay? This could be you. And I know a couple of people that could probably hit this month, and we're just going to stay on the phone and keep helping you work that out. So, and you need to qualify for that by the end of this month. And every now and then, Tina has a special during Sergey's birthday, which I believe is the 20th or the 21st of January, that you can also qualify for corporate director during that certain period of time. And it's plenty of time if you go from the 1st of January to the 21st and be part of the corporate directors retreat. I want you there. We want you. We had so much fun last year. It was ridiculous, this mansion that we were all put in, and we just had a ball. Anyway, it's great camaraderie. We just had tons of fun. And we took off into Scottsdale and did some other things too. So anyway, one more thing is we have our PFT contest. I know you guys have been waiting for this ever since we got PFT out, and we are learning, we're learning how to do the getting people started with it. I do have the whole slide deck for that. So if anybody's interested in helping along with that, I'd be more than happy to share that with you. And we can get people started properly. Now that we've had a lot of people doing it, we have a lot of people losing weight. We have some people that are saying, oh my gosh, I've been on this for 30 days and it's not working. And yes, we're getting that. And then I asked the question, we all know this, if they haven't been on any of the drops and they start right in with the PFT and they keep eating the way that they have, some people are having a little harder, longer time for it, more difficult, let's put it that way, than people that have already been on the drops. So we are definitely recommending the metabolic reset, or at least 4 of those products on there before they start with the PFT. So we're going to be doing a preliminary get ready for the contest. And here's when it's going to happen. January 15th, there's going to be a weight loss challenge. We're going to have all the details put together in a on a PDF, so you can see those and abide by them. You must purchase PFT every month, and you must be an associate or a customer. That just makes sense, right? And you will be required to do a before and after picture. Yeah, I keep looking at in fact, every time I get into my pictures on my phone, I have them in groups and the PFT one comes up where I was really big. And I'm just so happy to be able to look at that now and know that I've lost weight. And hopefully I can just get that off my phone. But anyway, I don't even know why I brought that up. Just anyway. So you will be required to do a before and after picture. And the grand prize is going to be $5,000 and 4 semifinalists at 1,000. And I know there's some of you on here that want to participate in that, or know somebody that would love to participate in that. And let's get them rocking and rolling on it. Okay. So y'all had a rockin' November, and you guys are an amazing team. You know, I congratulate you guys all the time. I know recognition is a very important part of keeping the momentum going. And yeah, I know when I was in Dubai, I even brought my computer, but I totally couldn't even open it. You know, my internet was better on my phone with my AT&T service than it was on the cruise. Oh, and my December calendar is off. Oh goodness, the 27th is on a Wednesday. Oh, what did I put that in? I guess I need to fix that, huh? You know what? Yeah, I'll do that, Michelle. And let's see. Thank you so much for you all just working as a really good team together while we were all off in Dubai. I got to give some kudos out to Michelle for taking care of things that, I think she blew herself away taking care of stuff. Karen Lancaster, I don't want to miss anybody here, but I know Stuart Baxter had some issues that he took care of. Karen, I got to say, you just went in completely and just took care of things that now you know how to do it. So now I'll have you do it all the time. And Jerry, you too. There's so many things that happen, and it's really hard sometimes when there's just one person taking care of the whole entire team. And you guys know I get stretched out a little bit, and that's why I started the leadership team. And I'm so glad that you guys are on it. You have been a blessing, a total blessing to me. And I just want to thank you for that. So let's say hello to December. And what do you guys want to accomplish in the month of December? I know there's some people that are going to rank their way all the way up to corporate director, which is really fun to be watching. So Jerry Fox, you're one of them. Did I just throw that out there? I'm putting it out to the universe. That's what's going to happen, because I know you've got an amazing team that are working really hard. Karen Lancaster, you're another. Michelle, with all those people you sponsored, it's going to be fun. So does anybody have any questions that you would like to have answered here and now? Because I have been, my first 5 days home, I was like, bleh. And yeah, Karen, I tried BRN like 3 times a day, and it just didn't even faze me. So now's the time. If you have questions, be more than happy to answer them. I have been on the phone with you guys for the last couple days, doing Zooms, and even pulled out my whiteboard back there. Can you guys see my whiteboard with the Santa Claus hat on it? Pulled out my whiteboard and showing people how they can structure their organization, how to place people, how to get their pay quicker set up. There's all sorts of things that that little whiteboard board back there can help do. So anybody have any questions? Or just call me later? Oh, Cleve.
Sherry, on the and maybe I missed this. Okay, so on the weight loss challenge, the 5,000 and 1,000 or whatever, I think you're going to blow the doors out with that thing right there.
Yeah.
But so their weight loss starts on January 15th, or can it start from when they started on PFT, whenever that was? Are we talking about January 15th, whatever they weigh on that date forward, correct?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
it is going to, and we're putting all the details together now. Our next mastermind call is next Wednesday. And we should have we do mastermind every day on our chat.
Right.
And we should have all those details put together for Carmen to be able to put a PDF out next week. And then we're going to do some team training. Like I will do my team with the slide deck that we all have the same slide deck, and train people there and get them acclimated to it so they can bring their friends in and have them prepared for January 15th.
Yeah, well, that made sense to me that it would have to be that way, but I thought, boy, because there are people that it just seems like I was in yesterday, but it's like almost 2.5 months or something now. But I would,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could cheat, go backwards, and pick up those people that have lost weight since then. But anyway, just kidding.
No. Yeah. So you know what this is going to do though? There's some people, I'm one of them, that I've lost 15 pounds and then went to Dubai, and actually I think I lost 18. Went to Dubai, I thought I gained weight, I felt bloated, and I weighed myself and I didn't gain a pound. In fact, 6 days after being home, I've lost 6 pounds. And I'm thinking, wow, this is going to supercharge people again January 15th to do it again, because I want to lose 40 and I'm not anywhere. I mean, I'm not even halfway there. I'm trying to get to that 20-pound mark and it hasn't hit. So this is going to be great.
Hey, well, one more thing. This little gal that I just signed up yesterday, the Jamie that you were so impressed with. Okay, so let me just tell you what happened here, because I was so bummed after the Black Friday thing with everything that we had to fix, and you weren't there to help anymore.
But
and I'm like, oh no, this is a wreck.
Good. You did so good.
I know, we all did. We just had to, we did what we had to do. But anyway, so yesterday, so Jamie's the first one that I've signed up since then, kind of just licking my wounds still. Maybe I don't know what I was doing. But anyway, when you were helping me sign her up yesterday, and I'm looking at my screen, and I had moved all the money out of my little thing in there that tells you how much money in there that you could use or whatever. I'm looking at that going, well, that sucks, because it was way down. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at that number, and you're talking to Jamie and she's buying product done, and I'm watching that number go up.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, what?
That's how it happens.
I make that much money just for her signing up and buying a couple $100 worth of product. What?
Yeah.
I'm not getting it totally all the trauma that I had stored over over Black Friday just went flying out the window. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just need to get my head back in the game again.
Yeah, and you know what even made it more fun? As soon as we got her off the phone, and you guys get this, because this has to happen right after you sign somebody up. I kept Karen on the phone and I said, you want to see that number go up some more? Let's place her, because it's not until a person gets placed in the Ninery that bonus happens. You'll always get the fast start bonus no matter what, but you get paid on that lesser leg, and that's where Jamie was placed, and her number went up even more. So it was
such an eye-opener for me.
Yes.
I just needed that to happen. It was like a miracle. I'm like, okay, my head's back in the game again. Let's go.
and this is funny, because Karen is a totally seasoned networker. I mean, it's seeing it this way, seeing it live is making a big difference. So I'm glad you got to see that.
That was awesome. Anyway, thank you very much for helping me with her.
Anytime. I love this. When you guys call me up and, we're helping sponsor people and helping them get through their first order. And when you were seeing that live in your back office, I could just hear you going,
what?
Yeah.
No,
It's
and
funny,
truly, I mean, I know that I was in that other network, the marketing program or whatever, but I do know for a fact that there is more dollar being paid out to associates with this company than anything I have ever done.
Hands down. I'm
And
so,
then-
you
yeah.
wanna put that in writing, you know, you wanna
Yeah.
put that on.
No kidding.
No, we
But
already know.
yesterday when remind me, Tina was talking, and after I texted and said that was one of the best meetings, I'm sure that you all have said that like 100 times, and I'm like, what? They pay out 63% on every dollar. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
And I here I am, and I've probably heard it so many times, but it was like yesterday was like, what?
It was like
On
the first time you
several
heard
things.
it.
Yeah, on several things, but that's so important. That number right there is huge. If you're going to go after network marketers that have previously been in the business like yourself.
Yeah, and
Big deal.
that is exactly what I heard in the background when Tina was trying to tell me about the apple and I almost said the banana, the apple and the donut. And I heard
Mhm.
Kelly in the background go, and there's people making over $100,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they've only been in the company for 5 months. And I'm saying, oh, now you've got my attention, because you know you cannot. I mean, even if you're in a financial crunch, you know you can't help anybody else if you're in that financial crunch, let alone them. So in order to be able to make a lot of money to help not only yourself, but then help other people, that opened up a huge window for me. And I could see where it could happen here, and it's happening. I've been able to, with the whole team, we've been able to help over 500 people within the last 3 years. It's specifically in this, there's been a lot more. There's been about, I don't know, I think there's a couple thousand on this team alone, but there's 500 people that I'm aware of that actually were making some good bucks. So that's what helps. That's what makes me feel good. I like to see smiles on people's faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Clee, did you have something or did
Yeah,
we
I just
make you
wanted-
forget now?
No, I just wanted to let you know that, there's well, he's my friend now, but he's a student at school, and, he's grossly overweight. And I thought, well, maybe that's a genetic problem. And, we actually started talking, and he's been on some serious medicine to try to get that weight off. And so I have introduced him to PFT, and he's willing to give it a shot. So yeah, you never know who you should be talking to, because you don't know their story until you talk to them. So
I know that's,
Yeah.
you told me that story, and you know, it is hard it's one of the hardest things to bring up, weight loss, to anybody, especially if they're really overweight. I mean, what do you say? And somehow or another, if you just keep a conversation going with somebody that's overweight, it's not funny, it's interesting how they will bring it up.
Yeah.
Right? Almost every
Yeah.
time they will bring it up. And we used to say, in fact, we still do, you know, I got a drop for that.
Yeah.
And they look at you like, what? Yeah. So I'm glad you were able to talk to him about that.
Yeah, he's gonna check with his doctor, and then, but I said, there's not really any reason to, but that's okay.
Yeah. Well, once they realize that these products are all plant DNA, there's no interaction with any other drugs or anything. That's why I think Tina and Kelly's story of the last day that they were in Dubai with their drops. If you haven't heard it, you need to listen to last Sunday's training. It actually was hilarious. It wasn't funny when it was happening, but it turned out to be pretty funny. So anybody have anything else they want to bring up? Randy, I hope you're going to be home tomorrow morning, because I'm going in to get my TSA. Hopefully they give it to me. And I have your brochures that I've been holding on to since they got here. So if you're home, I can drop those by your house on the way. Lucky you.
About what time, Sherry?
What was that?
About what time?
Well, my appointment is at 10 o'clock on Arctic Avenue somewhere. So it'll either be before or after. I can leave them on your door if you want, but I think it's going to be like 2 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah,
Early in the
that'll be
morning.
fine. Either way, I'll be home or just leave them on the door.
All right. Well, I don't want to leave them on the door. I'm going to bang on your door till you open it up. And anyway,
And then you'll be staring at me sleeping.
yeah. So anyway, if there's nothing else that wants to be talked about again, there is something I do want to do. If you guys, because the whiteboard thing was really cool. And I got it just for this. That's a good write-off. So if anybody wants to go over something, a training, one-on-one, or bring a couple people in from their team, just let me know and let's pull that whiteboard out and show you so you can see it visually instead of in your back office, okay? Because some people still are not registering that, but they see it on a whiteboard and it just clicks in, okay? And let me help you through some things that might still be, you're not getting yet, or you want to get it a little bit better, because you're all doing great. Okay? Just give me a buzz. Just text me, let me know. Tomorrow morning, I will be running into Anchorage. I rarely go into Anchorage, so this is, and I hope the roads are good. So I should be back tomorrow afternoon. Okay? I love so many of you guys. You guys are just amazing. I'm having so much fun with this team, and you keeping me on my toes. You're really keeping me on my toes, you guys. So have a good rest of your night. I'll get this recording out and put it on our team page and our Team Visionaries Messenger. And don't be afraid to send it out to your team members, okay? We should be getting more and more people on here as time goes by. Maybe not so much in December, because I know it's going to be a busy month. We will do another one next Wednesday. And then the one after that is going to be, I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing a PFT training with the National Zoom. Okay. So see you whenever you call me, you guys. I'm here. Take care.
Thank you very much.
And let me stop the share and I'll stop the recording. Let's see if I can find that too.